Hello and welcome to your daily love message for Monday, Magical Monday. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. And I'm going to bring in 5 decks of cards for this reading today. We're going to connect with the energy around you, your person, your journey using the angel answers. We're going to bring in my decks, the Twin Flame Reflection Tarot, the Twin Flames in Separation Oracle, and the Masculine and the Feminine Silence. So we're going to see what you are really going through, anything you need to be aware of, what you may be healing or experiencing, or what your higher self and your angels want you to know. And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can reach out to me at guidedbyangelsxo@gmail.com. So what are you going through today? Or what are you thinking about or experiencing or dealing with? Whether it's something good or something bad. What is it you need to be aware of? So I've got 3 cards coming through for you. What's the message from their perspective? What are they going through or wanting you to be aware of? And these decks work very well together to do like a little channel message as well. What's the energy around you today? What do you need to be aware of today? What do you need to be aware of? Got 2 cards. What's the energy coming through for them today? The energy coming through around them today on this Magical Monday? And what's the energy around the journey itself? What's the energy coming through for the journey itself? What do we need to be aware of? I've got feels that one as well, and that one I'm taking them. And there's a card sticking out there. It's whatever I feel guided to in the moment. What's the guidance coming through for you? I feel it's this card here. And that one. What's the guidance coming through for them? Straight out. And what's the guidance coming through for the journey today? There it is. Wow, you got the 10 of love coming through for the journey, and that's the wish card. And you know, you've got the, I saw it when it come out, the 9 of love for them, the right way round. So wish card, 10 of cups is wish fulfillment, dreams coming true, union. It's all falling into place. Just give it time, okay? As you start this new week, be aware of that. So what's the energy coming in around you today, or what's the guidance coming through for you? And what's the guidance for them today? I feel it's that one. Look at that trust coming through for them. Trust. Okay, they need to trust in themselves and in this love. Trust they're being guided to do the right thing. Because what I feel they're doing as well, I feel a lot of them are being given the guidance of the action steps to take, but they're doubting themselves to take it. They might think, yeah, this is my intuition telling me this. I know I need to do this. But then they just go into so much fear. They stop themselves. And then they start procrastinating again, overthinking. So they're holding themselves back from their own happiness. But that won't last. You know, it's like an inner battle that's going on. It's an internal battle. So you've got to be patient with that. Get on with what you're doing and focusing on you. And just trusting that they are going to find the way to you. They are. The universe is creating the way. So the guidance for you today is remain positive. Wow. So no matter what's going on, keep your thoughts uplifted. Remain positive about the situation. Talk to your angels. Focus on things that make you feel better, that make you feel good, things you enjoy doing. Focusing on gratitude and self-love and self-care. Breathing in the air. Recognizing how blessed you are instead of how stressed you are. So remain positive no matter what. And that's your power. Remaining positive is really your superpower because it puts you into the energy of light. And that makes you the lighthouse no matter what's going on. So let's see what you may be dealing with. Yeah, you said I feel stronger now. Wow. So a lot of you are feeling stronger today. And that may be because you're remaining positive. When you remain positive, you find that power. Sometimes you have to get that power from heaven. You can't do it by yourself. You're calling on Archangel Michael. You may be calling on Jesus. You may be calling on God himself to give you his armor to make you stronger. But ultimately, you're saying, I am feeling stronger now. So you may have started this week feeling that way. Stronger, wiser, more in control of your emotions. And stronger can be physically stronger. So you're feeling more motivated. You may feel you've got more energy. Maybe you're coming out the other side of ascension symptoms. So you're feeling physically better. Or you may just feel physically more in tune with yourself because you're feeling more emotionally connected with God. So you're feeling like, yes, I am stronger emotionally. I can handle this. I can deal with this. I know I'm going to be okay. And that's helping you to remain positive. And remaining positive is also giving you that strength. So you're feeling stronger now, emotionally and physically stronger. But you may still be thinking, do you care? Do you care about me? Especially if they aren't reaching out or they're still not making a change or because they're being guided to do this. but they're holding themselves back. They're giving me neck pain. And neck pain is caused by change. Okay, stiff thinking that's starting to change. And I feel that's what you're aware of. So if you're having neck pain today, or your neck just feels achy, or maybe you're having shoulder pain, which is connected with releasing burdens, but I feel it's more about the neck. It's a sign, the pain is a sign, or the aching is a sign, that if they've been stuck in their thinking patterns, thinking this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life, this is what I've always done. Those viewpoints and those perceptions are shifting and changing. So they're going to change the mind. In other words, if they've said, oh, this is what's going to happen, they're going to change the mind. They're changing the way they're looking at it. And you're connecting with that through neck pain. They're also giving me ear itching in the ear, or feeling like you can't hear very well, or issues with the ear chakra. Because you're starting to listen to yourself more, but so are they. So I feel these ascension symptoms, you're experiencing them, but they're actually what they are dealing with. So they're going through this neck pain, they're going through, ear activation. They may not be experiencing that. I feel you are. They're experiencing the sensations of what it means. So in other words, they know they're changing the mind about certain things. They're starting to realise they can change. They're starting to believe in themselves more. They're starting to listen more to their intuition. And it's making them excited about what's coming, but also very agitated and restless and a little bit scared. So you may be thinking, do you care? Because they are processing. They're quiet because they're processing, they're working things out, they're going through things in the mind. And when they do that to you, it may feel selfish, because you might think it would take you 2 seconds to reach out and say you love me, or it would take you a second to reach out and show me you care. And you may start doubting that, thinking, do you actually care? And that may be another reason why you're getting stronger, because maybe you're shutting down a little bit and you're starting to put your armour on more, and you're thinking, well, if you don't care about me, why should I care about you? So I feel these are all emotions you're going through, but the message is remain positive, because they do care about you. They're just busy in their own mind, okay? And obviously we'll connect with what they're going through internally soon. But this is what you do. You see, when you go into your doubt, this shows you how strong you are as a spiritual being having a human experience. It shows you how far you've come on your journey, because when you do, most of the time you remain positive and you are seeing the cup as half full, whereas your person may be seeing it as half empty, and that can also cause a rift and a problem, because you are naturally more positive than them, because you're operating more in your higher self. They're operating more in their ego world and their ego self. But what I'm connecting with is, when you go through your own moments of stress, because most of the time you're remaining positive and you're feeling stronger now because of that. But when you do go into your moments of doubt, and we all do, we've all got an ego, and we have to overcome that ego all the time. It's not like we just overcome it one time and then it's gone away. We have to be strong and powerful within ourselves. So you do the best you can, obviously. But when you are recognising that you're being pulled into ego or fear or anxiety or worry or stress, you start thinking, okay, what am I grateful for? You're learning how to shift your vibration, which is very powerful. This card's come up, because if you're going into doubt, you said, okay, what am I grateful for? Think. So that's how you turn it around. That's how you're remaining positive. So anytime you catch yourself going through a doubtful moment today, or you go into some fear, or your ego tries to tell you something's crazy, the edges the goodness out, like, oh, they don't care about you, or they should be doing this, or as soon as you catch yourself doing that, think, no, I'm not going to listen to that voice. What am I grateful for? Think, what am I grateful for? Because there's always something to be grateful for, and then you remain positive. Now, you may be worrying and in fear as well. I hope you don't hate me. Maybe, then again, this is ego. Of course they don't hate you. Of course they don't. They love you. Okay, but again, your ego can tell you crazy things, because you're in fear, thinking, what if they don't care? What if they hate me? I hope you don't hate me. Maybe you've said something and you're going over it in your mind. And that's another way the ego controls your energy and your emotions, because it puts you into the past. Even if it was just a day ago or an hour ago. And you're thinking, I shouldn't have said that or done that, or why? And you think, I hope you don't hate me. And of course, they'll never hate you. They've already forgiven you for anything you may think you've done. So this is about you understanding that it's okay. It's okay to feel these things. And I feel that's what I need to share with you today. It's okay to feel all these things. Doesn't mean that you're not remaining positive because you may have a negative thought or two. We are human having a spiritual, physical experience. So you're going to have human thoughts. You're going to go into the matrix in your mind. That's why it's so important on this journey to do spiritual practices. Because spiritual practices like meditation or focusing on service or gratitude, whatever it is that you love to do, raises your vibration, so it takes you out of the ego. When you're doing those spiritual practices, the ego can't exist there. The ego can't thrive there. The ego isn't allowed to. So you're not able then to go into these fears. So that's why the angels say if you get nervous, and nervousness means anxious, in fear, worry, stress, anxiety, whatever it is, focus on service. Why? Because you remain positive then, because you're out of your ego self. I really miss you. And you may be really missing them today. And it's okay to miss them and still be positive. And you can miss them and still be positive. Because you might think, well, how can I be positive when I'm missing them? Remember, you are one, so you carry them with you everywhere you go. I feel it's just the ego today causing problems, saying what they don't care about you. Or what if they hate you? Or what if? But you're stronger now, so you can handle your emotions by focusing on gratitude, saying, think, what am I grateful about? So you've got the Magician and the Ten of Struggles, which is really powerful. They're both the right way around here, because this is a reverse deck as well. So it's got reverse meanings. So this is a great deck to get if you're not sure what the reverse meanings mean, because it gives you the choice here. So whatever way they come out. So these have come out the right way round. So what this has really shown me straight away before I even read anything, any struggles you're going through, you have the power to get through them because you're the Magician. And that's why you're saying, I'm stronger now. I feel stronger now. You're starting to get yourself in control of your thoughts, and that's what the Magician does. And then when you're grateful, you're saying, what do I need to be grateful for? Think. What do I have to be grateful for? You remain positive in any situation. And that's what the Magician does. The Magician has power. He turns things around. So great things are manifesting, and you are starting to see results. And you are starting to see results because things are changing. So you may be dreaming more about things, dreaming about them, or dreaming about the previews of what's to come, or maybe you're having more visions of things, or you're seeing things in your physical reality. You may be seeing results in other ways. So maybe you've increased money flow, or you've got better relationships with your family right now, or friends, or other things are happening, opportunities are coming in. And that's the way you're seeing results. You may be getting invited out to places, or maybe you're getting more attention on social media. Whatever it is, it's a sign that rewards are coming. Some of you may have received communication, even if that communication right now may be a little bit quiet or sporadic. Or it may be that you just feel, you just know that something is coming. So be the Magician today. You're in control. You are stronger now because you have that power to raise your vibration, to remain positive, to be grateful, to let go of the fear. Give me the fear there. To release the fear through gratitude. Says this is a very successful time for you. So a lot of you will be finding success in other areas. You may feel like I'm successful in all areas of my life, but my love life seems to be falling apart. But things fall apart to fall together. Harness the power of the universe through gratitude and the law of attraction. So the angels are just really telling you what we've already spoke about here. That you can harness your power, you can feel stronger and more positive by using gratitude. Because then the law of attraction works with you, not against you, to manifest everything you want. And you'll see 222. 222 is a sign that they do love you, they do care. It's also a sign the universe has got your back and that you are protected. Because there's a new cycle coming and there's one about to end. So the angels say a cycle in your life is ending, and that's okay. A cycle in your life. And I feel this is a very powerful message about rebirth, because we go through pain on this journey to accept where we are. And that's when the growth occurs. You know, not long ago, one of our soul sisters sent me a beautiful picture that I shared on the community post. And it was all about that. You know, when you're feeling like you can't go on, you're feeling like you're struggling, That's when you accept, that's when you surrender, and that's what you're being guided to do right now, to surrender to this new cycle. It's okay to feel sad even though you're excited for the next chapter. And you may be feeling that because you may be sensing what your person is feeling, because a lot of them are being guided to end karmic cycles. That's what the wood snake is doing. And the karmic cycle has come to a natural end, but they may be holding on because it's a comfort zone. They may be afraid. They're so afraid of taking a risk or uprooting their life or going through dramatic change. They're just sticking there. Yet they know they can't. And it's causing them more pain and, problems. And it can cause them physical problems when they're not making the move either. So you're feeling that reluctance to change. They want to change. They're excited for change. The soul is guiding them to change, but the ego is just so scared of what it will mean. Hurting people, hurting themselves, going through the upheaval of change. So try and have compassion for that. Maybe you're going through your own struggles in that way yourself. You may be struggling to perhaps leave your own karmic relationship or leave your own job that you've been doing for years or something else. Maybe you want to move and it's hard, but you have to trust the universe. You are safe. That's why you're seeing 222. So if you feel content with where you are in your life, in every area of your life apart from in your love life right now, and you're feeling this sadness and you're wondering what it's all about, it's because you're picking up on them needing to end a cycle that they've done for a long time. Many of them have been in relationships for years and years and years, and it's just normal. It's the norm. But it isn't normal to have a relationship that's not filled with passion and love and excitement. It's just a comfort zone. It's a situationship. It's a living arrangement. So understand that they know they need to start this next chapter. They're just taking a while to actually do it, okay? It says every loss and experience adds value to your life and has to be grieved to move on from it in a healthy way. And it's so important you recognise that. So if your person has already left their karmic cycle, but maybe they are not with you yet, or they seem to be taking the time, or they're having time for themselves, it's because they're grieving what was. And it doesn't mean they want to go back to it. It means they have to let it go with love. And you know how that feels yourself when you've been through your own changes. You've been glad to end the cycle, but you also have to grieve it because you spent time with that person or in that situation or doing that thing. So give yourself time to grieve the losses in your life, whatever they may be. And it's the same with acceptance and surrender. You haven't lost your person. You're just allowing things to happen in divine timing. So it may initially feel like a loss, but it isn't at all. You're gaining yourself back. You're gaining your own power. That's why you're feeling stronger. So you're going through all these emotions, but ultimately what you need to know is whatever the struggle is, you'll get through it because you are the magician. And the way you get through it is through gratitude, self-care, working on service to move you out of your ego and to remain positive. And that will lift any blocks, okay? So the guidance for them is to trust. So they need to trust in the guidance they are receiving. They are being shown in so many ways from heaven that it's time for them to make their move or make a change or release the past. But a lot of them are still digging the claws in because they're afraid. So they're saying, I need to be financially ready. So some of them are just struggling with money. And maybe they haven't talked about that with you because they're embarrassed about it. They could have financial ties to their karmic partner or to a business. They could have obligations. Maybe they've got children or they're paying for a certain amount of things and they're thinking, I need to sort my finances out. They could be in specific contracts, financial contracts that they have to wait to come to an end. So it's not just like they need to get up and leave that situation or they can just uproot the life. Some of them have got to deal with their karmic ties first. And a lot of these karmic ties can be financial. So try and recognise that because you may be going over something in your mind that just isn't even relevant. You might be thinking, oh, they don't want me because of this, this and this. And it's actually finances. And that may be something that's never really crossed your mind or you've never really given it any thought. And they are frustrated about their life and you're going to feel this. So if you're having a sense of urgency, if you're feeling bouts of anger, obviously sadness as well as frustration, but if you're feeling that energy or you're feeling like the chemistry, the desire, the longing, the urge, you're feeling turned on, it's all connected with frustration. And they're saying, I'm frustrated about my life because I know I want to change it. So they're feeling all these things because they're being guided to change. But as I said, if they are trying to remain somewhere, it's causing them more problems. Sometimes when you try and hold on to something, it's harder than just letting go. If they just let go, they'll be in the flow. And that's what they're learning to trust. And you may have told them all of this. Maybe you're getting frustrated yourself with them not doing it yet. But you're being reminded that you can't swim the race for them. You can't do it for them. They have to do it for themselves. And they're saying, I'm not ignoring you. I'm working out what to say. Especially if you're saying, do you even care about me? Because they may be quiet or distant. They're saying, of course I care about you. I'm working out what to say to you. I'm not ignoring you. So if you're watching this today thinking, oh, they're ignoring me, they don't care, just understand the processing. They're processing what they need to do, what they need to say, what they need to change. And they're working that out. So your person's saying, I'm not ignoring you at all. I'm working out what to say. So this is a huge sign. It's not over between you. It's just beginning. And they are sitting there thinking, what am I going to do now? What do I do now? What's the next step? So they are praying about this, even if they're not aware they're doing that. They're asking the angels for help. And that's why you've got the 9 of love coming through for them, the right way round, which is the wish fulfillment. That because the angels are showing them, giving them signs, so they may see a sign about you, or they may see a sign about something they want to have with you in the future, and it makes the heart sing. And then the heart falls because they think, well, I'm still stuck here. But the 9 of love is being with you. It says you are each other's dream come true, a wish fulfillment. And they know that. They know that you're their wish fulfillment. So you don't have to prove that to them. You don't have to, tell them how amazing you are or try and show them that, because they already know. They already know. They know that being together, being with you, is everything that you could ever hope for. They feel that way, and so do you. You feel the same. Your dreams are coming true. So with a little bit of trust and a little bit of faith, their dreams can be fulfilled here. And that's what they're being shown in so many ways. So they're kind of sitting there thinking, I'm frustrated about my life, but they have the opportunity now to live their best life. They do need to be financially ready, but a lot of them are worried about this when they don't need to. Because again, overthinking causes a problem. And they're not ignoring you because you're their dream and their wish fulfillment. So they're not going to let you go, even if there is a brief pause in your connection. They're just sitting there thinking, what am I going to do now? And the angel's saying, trust that your wish fulfillment is right there on your doorstep. You just have to allow yourself to reach out and take it. So the energy around the journey is it's up to you, and reconsider. So what I'm really feeling with this, first of all, is for those of you who are sitting there thinking, I'm going to reach out now, reconsider that, because you know yourself it's up to them to do this. This is about you surrendering now and allowing them to come to you. And kind of you sitting there thinking, okay, it's up to you. You've put your heart on the line. You've told them how you feel. You've expressed your love. You've got yourself into a position where you can explore this love. And if you haven't, that's something that's up to you to deal with. Because, if you're in your own karmic relationship, you can't expect your person to, do their work if you're not doing yours. So instead of kind of sitting around thinking, well, I'll leave my karmic partner if they leave their karmic partner, it doesn't work like that. Okay, you have to free yourself up for you, not to end up with your twin flame, but to end up being your authentic, most powerful self. Remember, they don't leave their karmic partner for you. They may feel that way, but they don't do it for you. They do it for themselves. They do it because they want that wish fulfillment. They do it because they're frustrated about their life. They do it because they want a new beginning. Not for you. And that's why it's never a choice between you and someone else, because it's never about them choosing you. It's about them choosing themselves, which leads to you, because you're their wish fulfillment. So if you're thinking, I need to reach out, reconsider. Why? Because it's up to them. It's up to them, and it's up to you what you do. You have free will. So you can sit here and think, well, I am going to reach out. But if you've been constantly reaching out and not getting anywhere, it's time to let them show up for you. And I really do feel that. So please reconsider. And really reconsider means take your time or take a moment to think about it, so you can pause and reflect before you respond. Okay, so you don't react. Because when you react, you do it without thinking. Sometimes you panic and think, I just need to know they care, or I need to tell them how I feel, or I need to do this, this and this. And then after you think, oh, I wish I hadn't reached out, or I wish I hadn't done it that way. Or so reconsider, take a moment to reflect, and then you might just think, no, it's up to you to reach out to me. And the angels are protecting you. Remember, you can't make mistakes on this journey. Everything is a lesson. So I hope you can forgive me. So there's some forgiveness there, because you're saying as well, remember, I hope you don't hate me. So you may be thinking, oh, can you forgive me for this, this and this? But really it's a journey back to the self. So the person you need to forgive is really yourself. Forgiving yourself for maybe feeling a certain way, or for having an expectation that you may have got disappointed, that's caused you pain. But obviously they regret things they've done, and I do feel they're going to move forward with an apology. So it's up to them in a way to come forward and apologise. Now, I'm not saying that means they're the one that's in the wrong. It's about compassion and empathy. It's just what they are experiencing. And why did I act that way? And again, you can go through this too. Why did I act that way? Why did I do that? Why? So forgive yourself for any way you've acted or things you've done. So I feel you're both forgiving yourself for certain things. And everything is different. Everything is different without you. And everything is different for you without them. But everything has been different since you've known each other as well. So this everything is different. What I'm feeling is, it's since you've known each other, or since you've come into awareness of something. And they recognise that everything is different now in their life. And they do want you back, and you want them back. Remember, this is what both of you are thinking. So letting go of any regrets, any doubts, any fears, because you do want each other back, and you want to hold each other again. I want to hold you. That's what you really want. That's why they're not ignoring you, because they want to be in your arms. So again, right way round, you've got the 10 of love and the 8 of love. So the 10 of love is the beautiful relationship, the wish fulfillment, the union. It's everything, really. Sometimes you can't even put into words how amazing you know it will be. And the 8 of love is walking away from anything that stops that from happening. So it's reminding you here to be patient. And I feel this also you looking at things in a higher way, because the karmic situation is not all it's cracked up to be. You may think, oh, everything's fine because that's what you see on social media, but it's false evidence. Or because someone says, oh, they're happy or whatever, they want to walk away from that to be with you. So it says one or the both of you, and I really do need to get this across, because it's not just about them leaving something behind, it's about you leaving something behind too. So for those of you in your own karmic situations, you've got to address that. And this is what's going to happen, by the way, between now and August time. So I'm getting a timeline coming through here, the way things are today and the energies. I'm feeling between now and October for union, but it kind of feels like if there is a karmic ending or something that needs to be released, this is going to happen between now and August time. Remember, the wood snake is shedding this. And then between August to October, there could well be some unions coming in. So I'm not saying it's going to happen, it's not going to happen before then, but this is what I'm feeling. This could even happen over the next 8 to 10 weeks for some of you, 8 to 10 days for some of you, but I feel it's more likely to be around the Lion's Gate and the 1010 portal. Okay, so what I'm actually getting here is one or the both of you. So in your life, for example, you may just need to release the past, as in the way you feel about it. Maybe you're thinking they've hurt me before, what if they do it again? So you've got to let go of that, because it's a limiting belief. It's something that's going in the way of maybe attracting in the now. So think, okay, what do I need to let go of? And it may just be that you need to let go. And when I say let go, please understand, I don't mean move on. I mean surrender, give it to God, be at peace with where you are. Just let go. Just find that faith and say, I know it's going to be okay. I know it is. So you may have to let go of that. Limiting beliefs is something you may need to let go of as well. Or the negatives. Remember, you've been asked to remain positive. And it's up to you how you perceive it. If you're constantly going round and round and round in circles in your mind about their situation and what they are doing, you're being guided to balance the energy. And when it's not balanced because you feel stressed out, you feel tired, you feel drained, you feel like you've had enough. And really it's the higher self saying, just surrender now, give it to God. I definitely feel they're walking away from karmic situations and things in their life. So one or the both of you need to walk away from your current situation to make it possible to be together in a real way. So it's okay dreaming about being together and fantasizing about it, but if you want to be together in a real way and there's something in the way, it has to be released. And that's why the wood snake is here. So take the time needed to do this right. So again, it can't be rushed or forced. You can't put demands down. You've got to have faith that they're going to do it for their own needs. So patience and compassion are key. Patience and compassion. And that's really up to them to make those changes. You can't give them ultimatums or put conditions down or say it's got to happen by this specific date, because love is unconditional. And it doesn't work by putting conditions on it. And when we try to, we get, things backfire. We get backfiring results. We get pushed away or blocked or ghosted. So ultimately, this is where you're going to end up. Here it is. Here it is, your happy ever after. Union, partnership, love, joy, family, marriage, everything you vote for is on the way. But it's up to you how you deal with your journey to that. Do you remain positive and be grateful and have compassion, empathy, and have trust in God to sort it out for you? Or are you sitting around being negative, stressing out, worrying about everything, reacting to things? No, you're not going to do that. It's up to you, because you're saying, I feel stronger now. I know I can deal with this. And it's up to them to find that trust, because they know they're being guided. They feel everything in them is guiding them to be with you. They're just still holding on to things they've done. And that's also because, leaving a situation is also them kind of admitting it didn't work, or I've done wrong, or I've changed. It's like self-acceptance. So it's not about really even doing it for the other person or doing it because the family say they should or because of society or whatever it is. It's because they've got to take a good hard look in the mirror. And that's hard for them to do, because they have to forgive themselves. They have to forgive themselves for the marriage not working out, or them going bankrupt, or whatever it is they've done. They have to forgive themselves. And that takes patience, power, and strength. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.